The average household throws away $600 a year on utility bills they could negotiate down, and utility companies have zero incentive to tell you that. Hey, I'm Hostname, and on CashMind Daily, we talk about the money moves most people miss. Today, we're talking about something hiding in plain sight on your monthly bills, hundreds of dollars in negotiable costs. Here's what most people don't understand. Utility companies set their rates assuming you'll never call. They budget for silence. But the moment you pick up that phone with the right information and the right words, everything changes. I've been tracking our community's utility negotiation wins for 6 months. Some people saved $15 a month, others saved $85. One member documented a $127 monthly reduction on their electric bill alone. That's $524 a year, and it took 3 phone calls. So today I'm giving you the exact playbook, the scripts, the timing, the documentation system, and the psychological framework that makes utility companies willing to negotiate. And I'm showing you the proof. *** pattern interrupt. Visual of bill documents ***. Let's start with why this works. Utility companies operate on something called a customer acquisition cost. Losing you to a competitor, or worse, having you file a complaint with your state's Public Utilities Commission costs them thousands, but keeping you happy costs almost nothing. It's literally cheaper for them to reduce your rate than to replace you. Most people don't know this. They think utility rates are fixed. They're not. They're negotiable, always. Here's the 3-call strategy that works. ***. Call 1, the information gathering call. ***. You're not negotiating yet. You're learning. Call your utility company and ask for the billing department. Here's your script, and I want you to write this down. Hi, I'm reviewing my account. Your account number. Can you walk me through my current rate structure? Specifically, I want to understand, what programs do you offer for customers in my usage bracket? Are there any discounts I might qualify for that aren't currently applied? And what's your process if I need to discuss my bill? Don't mention rates yet. Don't sound frustrated. You're just a customer asking questions. Most representatives will tell you things in this call that you can use in call 2. They might mention low-income assistance programs, senior discounts, auto-pay discounts, usually 5-10% budget billing options, energy efficiency rebates, seasonal programs, loyalty discounts, ***. Pattern interrupt. Text overlay of documentation checklist ***. During this call, you're taking notes. Write down 1. The representative's name and ID number. 2. The date and time. 3. Every program mentioned. 4. Your current rate per kilowatt hour or whatever unit applies. 5. Your average monthly bill. This documentation is crucial. It creates a paper trail, and paper trails make companies nervous. Call 2, the comparison call. Wait 3-5 days after call 1. Now you call back and you have research done. Here's why this matters. You're not angry, you're not desperate, you're just informed. If you live in an area with competitive utility markets, some states allow this, you've looked up what other providers charge, you have actual numbers. If you don't live in a competitive market, you have something better, you have industry averages. The U.S. Energy Information Administration publishes average rates by state and utility. Know your number. Here's your script for call 2. Hi, I'm calling about account number. I've been reviewing my bill and comparing my rates to the state average. I'm currently at your rate. The state average for my area is state average. I'd like to discuss what options exist to bring my rate closer to average. I mentioned in my last call that I haven't set up auto pay yet. I'd like to understand how that discount works and what else might apply to my situation. The key phrase here, I'd like to discuss what options exist. You're not demanding, you're collaborating. *** pattern interrupt. Real example with bill images on screen. ***. Let me show you what this looks like in practice. Sarah from North Carolina had a $145 average electric bill. She called, got auto pay applied, that was 5%. Then she asked about budget billing, which lowered her monthly variance and qualified her for a seasonal discount, another 8%. Her bill dropped to $127, that's $216 annually. She spent 45 minutes across 3 calls, but here's where most people miss the huge win. Call 3 call 3, the retention call. Wait another week. Now you call and you ask for manager or senior representative. You say, I'm calling about account number. I've been a customer for X years and I've recently been looking at my options. Before I make any changes, I wanted to reach out to your retention department to see if there's anything else we can work with on my rate. That word, retention, triggers a different part of the organization. These people have budgets dedicated to keeping customers. They have flexibility you haven't seen yet. James in Texas used this approach. He'd already gotten a 7% reduction from the standard offers. On the retention call, they applied a 1-year promotional rate that was an additional 12% off. That's $31 monthly on his $180 bill. *** pattern interrupt. Documentation spreadsheet graphic. ***. Now, here's the documentation system. This matters because it proves your wins and it protects you. Create a simple spreadsheet with date of call, representative name /ID, what was discussed, what was promised, what actually appeared on the next bill. Utility companies make mistakes. Discounts don't apply, credits don't show up, but if you have documentation that a representative promised something, you have leverage. One more critical thing, emergency assistance programs. Most states have utility assistance funds. Some are need-based. Some are available to anyone in a hardship situation. The Department of Energy maintains a list. During call 1, ask, does your company administer any emergency assistance programs? Many do, some offer one-time bill credits up to $500. Many people qualify and never know. Asterisk pattern interrupt, state-by-state program graphic asterisk. Let's talk about what kills these negotiations. First, sounding emotional. Utility representatives handle angry customers every day. You won't stand out. You'll sound like every other frustrated person. Stay calm, stay curious. Second, not having your account number, have it ready. This shows you're prepared. Third, not following up in writing. After each call, send an email. Following up on our conversation today, just confirming that X was discussed and should appear on my next bill dated date. Fourth, giving up after one call. One company said no, call back in 6 months. Different representative, different potential outcome. Asterisk pattern interrupt before slash after bill screenshots asterisk. Last thing, the math on this. If you save $50 monthly on utilities, that's $600 annually. If you're paying off debt, that $600 goes to principal. If you're investing it at 7% annual return over 30 years, that's $700 in additional wealth. That's what compounding does. If you're in recession survival mode, that $600 is breathing room. It's the difference between going backward and holding steady. This isn't about squeezing pennies. It's about recognizing that utility companies have already built profit margins in every bill. Your job is to ask politely, professionally, persistently if you can access the discounts and programs that already exist. Here's what I want you to do right now. First, pull up your last 3 utility bills. Calculate your average. Second, find your state's average rate at IA.gov. Third, mark your calendar for tomorrow. Make call